Do you ever feel stuck in your English learning journey? You spend an entire weekend cramming grammar rules and vocabulary lists, feeling productive, but a week later, it's like it all vanished. You try to speak and the words just won't come out. It's frustrating, right? You feel like you're putting in the effort, but not seeing the results. What if I told you the secret to unlocking fluent English isn't about studying for 5 hours straight? What if it's something you can do for just 15 minutes a day? Something as simple and automatic as brushing your teeth. Stay with me, because in this video, I'm going to show you how a simple change in your approach, focusing on consistency, will completely transform the way you speak, understand, and feel about English. The myth of marathon study sessions. Let me ask you a strange question. Do you brush your teeth once a year for 5 hours straight? Of course not. That sounds ridiculous. Why? Because you know that a massive, intense cleaning once a year won't keep your teeth healthy. Instead, you brush them every single day for just a couple of minutes. You do it in the morning, maybe at night. It's a small action, but you do it again and again and again. Learning English is exactly the same. The idea that you need to lock yourself away for hours to make progress is a myth. You don't need to study for 5 hours in one day. In fact, that's often the fastest way to burn out and forget what you've learned. The real key, the secret that fluent speakers understand, is the power of consistent daily practice. It's far better to study a little bit every single day than to have one huge study session once a month. This is what consistent practice is all about. And today, I'm going to break down exactly why it works and how you can build this powerful habit. Many people often ask me, what are the only 5 English learning habits I need? Well, the foundation of all of them is this idea of consistency. What does consistent really mean? Let's be clear. Consistent means you do something again and again, every day. It means you practice not only when you feel good, motivated, and full of energy. It means you also practice on the days you feel tired, busy, or uninspired. It's about doing it regularly, making it a non-negotiable part of your routine. That is what it means to be consistent. Why is daily practice so important for learning a language? There are 3 main scientific reasons. Reason number 1, your brain learns from repetition. Your brain is a pattern matching machine. It learns and creates strong neural pathways through repetition. When you do the same thing many times, the connection in your brain for that action gets stronger and faster. When you hear a sentence or a new word many times, your brain starts to recognize it, store it, and eventually retrieve it without effort. Doing something once, even with great intensity, doesn't create a lasting memory. Doing it a little every day tells your brain, hey, this is important. Remember this. Reason number 2, daily practice makes speaking automatic. At first, speaking English is slow and difficult, isn't it? For every sentence, you stop, you think, you translate from your native language, you worry about grammar, and then you finally speak. It's exhausting. But if you practice every day, even for a short time, your mouth and your mind start to learn the patterns. Your mouth learns the shapes and movements required to make English sounds. You start to think in English phrases instead of single words. You speak faster, you feel more free, and the words begin to flow naturally, without that constant, slow process of translation in your head. It becomes automatic. Reason number 3. You build unstoppable confidence. Confidence is everything in language learning. When you're not confident, you're afraid to speak. You worry about making mistakes. But consistency builds confidence step by step. It means you believe in yourself. You're not afraid to try because you practice every day. Each day you complete your small English task, you're proving to yourself that you can do it. It's a small victory. When you practice English every day, your confidence grows step by step. After a week, you will feel good. After a month, you will feel great. And after 6 months, you won't even recognize the English learner you used to be. So let's remember the golden rule. A little every day is better than a lot once a month. This is the power of consistent practice. And this is how you start to transform your English. Not in one big, stressful day, but in small, manageable steps every single day. Your 15-minute daily English workout. 5 simple habits. Okay, so I can hear you asking, Tom, this sounds great, but what should I actually do in those 15 minutes? I'm going to give you 5 simple, powerful things. You can choose one each day or combine a couple if you have more time. The important thing is to just start. Habit 1. Listen to English. 5 minutes. This is the foundation. You cannot speak a language you don't listen to. Listening trains your ear to the sounds, the rhythm, and the melody of English. That's really important. You don't need to understand everything. The goal here is exposure. You can listen to one short podcast or audio clip specifically designed for English learners. It could be a story, a short talk, or a daily conversation. Just listen and try to catch some words. The best part is you can do this while doing other things. You can listen while walking, cleaning, or making tea. Just put on your headphones and let the language wash over you. Habit 2. Shadow a short sentence, 2 to 3 minutes. This is one of the most powerful techniques to improve your pronunciation and fluency. Shadowing means you listen to one sentence and say it at the exact same time, like an echo or a shadow. You copy the speaker. We have several episodes on this channel dedicated to shadowing practice that you can use. This helps you with speaking, pronunciation, and rhythm. You learn how native speakers connect words and where they place the stress in a sentence. Start with very short sentences. For example, listen to this. I'm going to the shop. Now say it with me. I'm going to the shop. Great. You just say it with the speaker again and again. Soon it will feel easy and natural to say. Habit 3. Read a short story or news article. 5 minutes. Reading is a fantastic way to build your vocabulary and see how grammar works in real life. Choose something simple and, most importantly, something you find interesting. It can be one short story or one short news piece. Read slowly. Don't worry about understanding every single word. If you see a new word, try to guess the meaning from the context first. If it's difficult and you see it multiple times, then you can look it up in a dictionary. But don't stop too much. Try to enjoy the flow of the reading. Reading helps you see new words and sentence patterns, which you can then use in your own speaking and writing. Habit 4. Write one paragraph in English. 3 to 5 minutes. Writing forces your brain to actively use the words and grammar you're learning. You don't need to write a lot. Just 3 to 5 sentences is enough to be effective. What should you write about? Anything. Write about your day. Ask yourself, what did I do today? And write the answer. Or write your plans. What will I do tomorrow? This helps you practice grammar and vocabulary, and it helps you express your own thoughts in English, which is the ultimate goal. For example, today I went to the park. I saw my friend and we had coffee. The weather was sunny. It's that simple. Habit 5. Talk to yourself out loud. 2 to 3 minutes. This might feel strange at first, but it is incredibly effective. Talk to yourself out loud. Yeah, talk to yourself in English. You can do this at home where no one needs to hear you. Just speak out loud about what you're doing. For example, while making breakfast, you can say, okay, I'm making breakfast now. I'm putting on my shoes. I'm going to work. This helps you practice thinking in English and makes you more comfortable with the physical act of speaking. It helps you feel more comfortable and confident when you have to speak to another person. Putting it all together, your path to fluency. So, you practice English today. You listen to a podcast, you read a short story, You write 5 sentences. And then what happens? Do you suddenly speak English like a native speaker? No, but something small does happen. Let's break it down. After 1 day of practice, you feel happy. You feel like, yeah, I did something today. Maybe you learned 1 new word. Maybe you understood 1 short sentence better. It's small, but it's real. After 1 week of practice, you've done it for 7 days in a row. Every day you listened, you read, you wrote, you spoke. Your brain starts to feel more comfortable with English. You remember more. You start to guess meanings, and you are often correct. Now, after 1 month of practice, your brain is used to English. It feels familiar. You know more words, and you say things a little bit faster. You don't need to look at the dictionary all the time. That's real learning. This is real progress. It doesn't come in 1 day. It grows slowly, like a plant, but it grows. Final tips for staying consistent. Before we finish, I want to leave you with a few final tips that I've seen work wonders for thousands of students. You might see some videos on how I learned English and my daily practice routine. My routine is built on these simple principles. First, use a calendar or checklist. Make a simple chart or table. Write the days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. Then, write what you did each day. I listened to a podcast. I read a story. When you see your progress visually, you feel proud and you want to keep going. Second, set a timer for 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes we think, I have no time today. But you do have 10 minutes, don't you? Set a timer on your phone. Tell yourself, I will practice for just 10 minutes. That's all. When the timer ends, you can stop. Or you might feel good and want to do more. Third, pick the same time every day. Try to make English part of your daily routine. Choose a time that works for you. Some people practice in the morning, some at night, some do it on the train while walking. If you do it at the same time each day, it becomes a habit, just like brushing your teeth. And the final, most important point, make practice easy and fun. Choose things you like. Don't force yourself to read boring things. If you enjoy cooking, read a recipe in English. If you like travel, watch a short travel video. If you love music, try singing a song in English. Also, keep your tools ready. Save a podcast, open a short story, and keep your notebook nearby. When everything is easy to find, it's easier to start. Okay, my friend, consistency is like planting a tree. You water it each day, and you don't see big changes at first, but one day you look up and it's grown. You've got this. Just keep going, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself.
I'm Tom, and this has been English Unleashed. I truly hope these tips on consistent practice help you on your journey to fluency. It's the small daily steps that lead to the biggest transformations. If this video gave you a new perspective on learning, please show your support by hitting the like button. And for more practical tips, lessons, and motivation to help you on your language journey, make sure to subscribe to our channel, English Glow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep shining.